Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Joy-Filled Universe podcast. I am your host, Lisa Ryan, and today we are going to be talking about something that I have read about but never really implemented into my life up until right now. And because I have been sticking to it and actually enjoying it too, I thought I am going to share this with all of you because I think that it's something that you all could benefit from. And this tool that I'm talking about, or it's a trick, or maybe it's a combo of both, but it is something called habit stacking. And some may also refer to it as like a method of anchoring. However, for the sake of today's pod, we are going to stick to habit stacking. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what exactly that is. And I'm going to say that I learned about habit stacking when I was reading a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And in his book, he describes habit stacking as one of the most effective ways to build new habits because we link them to habits that we already consistently perform on a routine basis. So he largely said that if we want to habit stack, we have to first identify a current habit and then stack our new behavior or behaviors on top of it. And I believe that by piggybacking our new habits onto an already established routine is more likely to stick for us because we're not relying heavily on motivation or willpower. And so to give you some framework here, the core formula that James Clear provides is kind of like setting up like this. It says, after insert your current habit, I will insert the new habit. Or it can even be before insert your current habit, I will insert your new habit. So for example, we could say, after I get home from work, I will immediately change into my gym clothes and work out. Or after I finish my dinner each night, I will move my body for at least 20 minutes. After I shower each night, I will grab my book and read for 30 minutes. And then the before example could be, before I shower each morning, I will take a walk outside in the morning light for 30 minutes. Before I get out of bed each morning, I will take 15 minutes to practice gratitude. So these are all examples of taking just one anchored habit that we are already doing consistently and then linking a new habit onto it. And we can also link multiple habits together too. For example, after I insert the current habit, I will insert the first new habit. And after the first new habit, I will insert the second new habit, and etc., etc., etc. And by doing this, we will find that we create new routines. So for me, I had been starting to leave for work later and later each day. And because of that, I would sit in traffic, I would start stressing about getting to the office on time, and I would get madder and madder at myself because this was definitely something I could have avoided. But instead, I would be inflicting unnecessary morning stress onto my body, which is not how I want to start my days. So I recently started a new opportunity at work, which has given me the opportunity of also creating new habits, creating a new precedent, which, by the way, I'm just going to say, I am absolutely excited about this new opportunity at work. It is a total universal magic of new beginnings, just like showing up for me. And I'm just going to say, shout out to the Fire Horse year, which is, you know what, folks, that's just actually going to have to be a story for another day. So I'll put a pin in it there. Anyway, however, okay, so the new opportunity, I decided to set this precedent of getting to work earlier. And my new habit then has become every morning I get up earlier, which gets me to work by 8 a.m. And I have been doing this consistently, and it has been a life changer for me. And the really terrific thing too here is that I have noticed that by establishing this one habit, so many other positive things in my life are being achieved almost effortlessly, if I do say so myself. So, for example, as many of you know, I have been a long-time runner, and I have been wanting to get more disciplined around running and just exercise in general, because your girl is signed up for a 10-mile race in August, so she has got to get out there and start training up her bones. And I'm also going to say, too, that I have been wanting to get to bed earlier each night, because I'm one of those people that has like this crazy need to squeeze the life out of every day. And so going to sleep at night is just something I prolong. It's always something like one more page in the book, or just let me do the daily Wordle for today, or I decide to fold laundry that's been sitting in the dryer for the past couple of days. I mean, you just name it, I'm doing it, rather than going to bed. And guess what? I regret it in the mornings because I'm exhausted. So going to bed earlier was also a thing for me. And I decided to use that as something to stack before my anchored habit of getting out the door on time so I get to work by 8 a.m. So that habit stack became, before I get up earlier, I will go to bed earlier so I get a full night's rest and I'm less likely to hit the snooze in the morning, which leads to oversleeping. And what else? I wanted to ensure that I got outside more in fresh air and natural light and moved my body and shook out any negative energy that I might have absorbed during my day, which I'm just going to say is way more impactful than most people likely believe or give it credit for. And then another thing is I wanted to visualize more and set my intentions, which always overflows into a level of gratitude and being present. And I have truly missed that undivided time to be creative and imagine all of my desires and dreams coming into my reality, which is also extremely powerful, most especially because this happens to be a number 1 year. So knowing all of this, how does this all come together, right? Well, by getting up earlier, I can get out the door earlier, which means I miss lots of traffic and I get to work by 8 a.m. And just this one habit has unfolded in this way for me. Before I get up earlier, I will get to bed earlier so that I can ensure to get a full night's rest. After getting a full night's rest, I get up and leave for work earlier and arrive to start my workday by 8 a.m. Due to an 8 a.m. start, after I finish my workday, I get home earlier, and once home, I will immediately change into my workout clothes and either go outside or go to the gym for some exercise. And while I'm exercising, I will listen to music and drift into visualizing and feeling the joy of my dreams and desires coming into my reality. And that, my friends, is my new routine. So isn't that awesome how the habits stack and the unfolding just feels so easy? My anchored habit is getting up earlier, which results in getting to bed earlier, getting to work earlier, getting home from work with enough time to work out. While working out, I build in visualizing my dreams and desires. And to be honest, after such a successful day that I'm now filling with lots of great energy, I have stacked on drifting off to sleep while naming as many things that I'm grateful for up until I just conk out. And I am just going to add that I know that by ticking off all of these items, I feel calmer because I'm regulating my nervous system and reprogramming my subconscious mind. And thinking along the lines of an energetic perspective, let's just pull that thread because that also feels a bit like an identity shift for me. So by waking up earlier, I am someone who honors structure. Going to bed earlier, I am someone who protects my energy. By exercising, I'm someone who prioritizes my wellness, and I'm also elevating my emotional state too with the incredible release of those feel-good hormones or neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and those magical endorphins that just seem to squash negativity in an instant. And also, by folding in visualizing while in this like high vibe state, I am training my mind to believe in myself and the magic of the universe. And one more bonus for the people in the back. With all of this great energy, I intentionally fall asleep each night with a grateful heart. Literally, I count my blessings until I am sound asleep. And it's so easy because I'm in alignment with everything that serves my highest good, both in the present as well as for my future self. So by habit stacking, I have managed to check off so many things rather than just wondering, when will I find the time? And then putting it off for another day because life just feels too busy. So how about you? Are you ready to start stacking some habits? Are you ready to apply your routine effort, or better said, your keystone or cornerstone or anchored habit, and allow that to be the one domino that falls into all the other dominoes that are aligned positive behaviors? And what I love about habit stacking too is that it doesn't feel overwhelming. Rather, we allow one habit to support the next, and the momentum that is created truly does all of the heavy lifting for us. So here's our call to action. Number 1, identify the existing habit or routine that we are already doing. Remember, mine is getting up earlier so that I get to work by 8 a.m. So ask yourself, what is the one shift that would naturally improve other areas for me? It could be going to bed 30 minutes earlier, prepping meals on Sunday, setting out our work or even workout clothes the night before, starting the day with 5 minutes of gratitude. We don't have to pick 5 things. Just pick one. Then step 2, attach a new habit. Use the formula that we discussed. Remember, after I insert the existing habit, I will insert the new habit. Or before I insert the existing habit, I will insert the new habit. And some examples can be, after I pour my morning coffee, I will speak 3 affirmations. After I finish work, I will change immediately into workout clothes. After I get in my car, I will listen to something that elevates my mindset, like a subliminal or my favorite music. And then step 3, and this is from an energetic perspective. If we are genuinely doing this habit stacking from our heart, we also tend to stack identity into our new habits versus just building on an action. We are packing energy behind it, which makes it so much more powerful. And what I mean by that is, let's not say I'm trying to work out more. Rather, let's choose to say I'm becoming someone who moves daily. And by doing this, we also stop negotiating with ourselves. We're not asking, should I get some exercise today? Instead, we have already designed our lives so that it makes sense. We're not cramming visualization into our day because we embedded it into our exercise routine. And with all of this intentional and aligned activity, we move away from forcing discipline and we move into creating flow. And flow is a vibe that doesn't feel heavy. Rather, it feels effortless and it feels sustainable. And there we have it. This is a short episode this week, but it was so exciting for me to get it out. And I hope I didn't talk too fast, but habit stacking, it serves our present and future selves in all the best ways. Successful breakthroughs aren't about doing more. It's about rearranging our lives in ways that support who we are becoming. The shift we create with habit stacking isn't just about ticking off items on a checklist. It's about identity and energy and alignment. It's about stacking habits that serve us, stacking confidence, stacking momentum, stacking energetic alignment, and most especially stacking belief in ourselves, because we aren't surviving each day. We are intentionally designing and consciously creating our days. And I love that for all of us. So what's it going to be? What is the one small shift we can make this week that will create a cascade of aligned wins for us? Not 10 things, not a reinvention, just one domino. Because as James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, has said, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. improvement. So let's invest in ourselves because we are all worth it and we are all made up of stock that is continuously increasing in value, which is absolutely a very favorable investment tip for all of us this week and beyond. And on that note, I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. And if you did, please do your girl a solid and provide me with a rating. 5 stars would be so fabulous. Leave a review, share this with a friend, follow the pod, or send me a DM. I'm at Joyfilled Universe, or even just click on that send us a text link I think it's found at the top of every episode description. I would love to hear from you, and your support is always appreciated and truly helps me out. So thank you for that. And with that, I am your very energized host, Lisa Ryan. This is the Joyfilled Universe podcast, where we explore all the tools and tricks that are going to make your universe even more joyful than it already is. And I will see you next week. Bye.